We're rolling. Hello, welcome to Slim Chat. It's Tracy. So, another good night's sleep. Wow, I'm getting spoilt. Tell you now, 3. And I think that the fact that it's cooler at night helps. Definitely helps. Although I still have fans on, and but yeah, it's so much easier to sleep. So, weather's been rubbish, absolute rubbish. Raining. We've not been able to get out there and finish doing the decking. Not sat out there at all. It's just been absolute rubbish. There's all this DIY that Gary wants to do. The rain is not allowing him to, and then when he goes back to work, the forecast is for nice weather. Typical, really, typical of this country. So I've not heard anything from the hospital yet, and every day that goes by that I don't hear anything is a more kind of annoying. But then it is only, what, Tuesday? So they've only been back at work a day. But I would have thought enough time to look at it all. You know, I know they've got their, what's the word? Schedule where they do certain things on certain days. So, you know, it's just me sitting around waiting. They're probably very busy working. My movie quote of the day. My movie quote of the day. What are those a-holes doing on the porch? They're not a-holes. It's pronounced azaleas. Was indeed Dr. Havar and Miss Malmahay. Well, Dr. Havar was Steve Martin and Miss Malmahay was Lillian Thompson. And it was indeed The Man with Two Brains, and I absolutely loved that film. And it was the first film I ever saw Steve Martin in. And from that one, we watched Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, and oh my god, the reason that we watched that was because at the time, it was just going back to the 80s, I guess. At the time there were, and the early 80s at that, all these adverts on TV where they were pretending it was some kind of black and white Humphrey Bogart gangster movie, and they would cut modern day people in, so they would say, you know, advertise what they're advertising, but then it would shoot back to the movie, and or it would be you know, what was his name, Jimmy Cagney or somebody like that, where they were talking to Jimmy Cagney one minute, then they'd be talking to Lauren Bacall. So it was all cut in such a way that, turn the fan off, that it was really, really clever. And so they were really popular, those adverts. I can't for the life of me remember what they were advertising. Someone out there probably does. But they were brilliant, brilliant adverts. And so that whole movie, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, was shot that way. So it starred Steve Martin, and I can't remember who else, but he would be talking to Lauren Bacall one minute, and then he'd be talking to Jimmy Cagney. And so, you know, it would be like that. The whole movie was like that. And it was shot in black and white, obviously, so it looked real. But it was fantastic. And you know how they used to talk in those movies as well, and have a narrator. Excellent film. So those were the first 2 films I ever saw Steve Martin, and that they were the best ones, I guess. But you know, he did Roxanne, that was brilliant, but some of the later movies not so, although I did, you know, I did like the ones where, I can't remember what they're called now, where his daughter was coming of age. That one, you know, I can't Meet the Parents. It was before all that, wasn't it? I don't know, can't remember now. Can't remember the name, but I guess you'll tell me. But I absolutely loved The Man with Two Brains. It was insanity, but it was funny. So who got it? Carol Ray got it, Ann Cooper, Teresa Settersfield and Amarina. Although somebody did get the wrong actress, but I'll forgive you, it was an odd one. So this is a mega, mega easy one. I think I owe you a mega, mega easy one after that. Okay. Here's Johnny. So many movies have took that. So there is a chance you could get it wrong, but a slim one, I'd say. Here's Johnny. You got to get that one, surely. Don't call me Shirley. Sorry, Shirley. I know you hate that. But, you know, it just popped into my brain. You got to get it. But then, you know, as I say, lots and lots of other movies have paraphrased it. Good word, isn't it? Paraphrase. Yesterday I had curry. Again, I had the leftover bit of curry. And I had this Thai jasmine rice, and it was disgusting, I have to say, from Morrison's. If you're ever tempted to buy Morrison's own rices, don't. They're just... ugh. They clog together. You buy... I know that you can cook rice, but if you just want a 2-minute microwave in the bag rice, go for Uncle Ben's, or, you know, pay that 40p more, for crying out loud. It was absolutely vile stodge. It clumped together, and it just was sticky. It was like a pudding. It was awful, absolutely awful. So I left most of that, and I only used little bits of it that I managed to break up from the cloggy mess to mix in with my curry. But seriously, it was not good. So I ate a piece of that curry, a few chicken balls, which tasted brilliant, and so did the sweet and sour sauce. So I have to say, yum, thank goodness for that. And the barbecue ribs tasted good. So I didn't eat much of anything really. I felt like a big stuffed beached whale after it, although I have no idea why, when I consider that how much I left of my rice, and I only had about 5 balls, chicken, sweet and sour balls, and a couple of ribs which didn't have a great deal of meat on. So why I felt like I'd been at the trough for about an hour, I've no idea really. Never mind. But it was nice. It tasted absolutely amazing. And the one good thing about it is, because it wasn't an actual Chinese curry from an actual Chinese, I slept like a log. Because sometimes if I have proper Chinese food from a Chinese takeaway, then I'm awake all night because of the MSG. And it just, that's it. But because it was homemade curry, and I only had a little bit of the other stuff, didn't affect me, thank goodness. I had a brilliant night's sleep. And I was trying to catch up with soaps, because for the last 3 weeks, I'd say, all the way through the Euros as well, I hadn't watched soaps because they were disrupting the soaps. So I couldn't kind of get to grips with watching them in the right order. So once I started forgetting about them as well, I didn't get back to them. And I was watching 24, as you know. I still need to keep watching that, because otherwise I'll forget what's happening. But so I sat there and I got through all of Emmerdale in a couple of days. And my Macmillan nurse said to me, now you'll start noticing just how much cancer stuff's on TV and how many adverts you see. Well, as soon as I started watching Emmerdale with the storyline with Faith, I knew that, oh, here we go. But I managed to get through, catch up, which was a good thing, because, you know, there was a moider. Really, there was a moider in Emmerdale. So that was good fun to watch, catch up with. So then I started on the curries. Oh, I kept falling asleep. I don't know why. I think curry's not as exciting as it used to be, and maybe it was just late and I was, you know, trying to catch up with curry. They need a good murder, that's what it is. They need a good moider. Anywho, that's what I was doing with my evening, and in the end, I had to watch one bit about 3 times because I knew it was right at the end. So I figured, just get through it, Tracy. Oh no, now just get through it again, you know. So I managed to see it through to the end. I don't know if I saw it all, but I'm jiggered if I'm going to watch it all again. That's a good word of the day on my Crochet Rocks, isn't it? Jiggered. My dad used to say that. Well, I'll be jiggered. I don't actually know what jiggered is, but I used to get jiggered quite a lot, and I used to expand on that saying. If I ever said it at work, I'd say, well, I'll be jiggered. And I quite like getting jiggered, but I didn't know what actually jiggered was. It probably just wasn't what I thought, you know. Well, I'll be jiggered. Anyone knows what jiggered means, without being rude, because it probably doesn't mean that. Maybe it does. Anyway, I don't know. It's a good word anyway. So, it's got to do, isn't it, really? Because, you know, jiggered. But then I don't know if Jiggy was around when I'll Be Jiggered came out, as I say, because it's an oldie. It's a really oldie. I don't even know its origin. Anyway, never mind. Enough of that. Enough. Cease and desist. I still owe you an open with me on this channel. But if you saw the state of my worktop, you'd know why I haven't done it. Yesterday I spent all day clearing out the bedroom to move furniture around, and all I did was shove everything in here. But to be honest with you, most of it is crochet related. I need to go through these crochet old whips, and if I'm not going to carry on with them, throw them out, or bundle up the yarn that's in there that's just offcuts and give it to charity. I need to do something because there's too much stuff. I have too much stuff. I do. I'm not a hoarder. That's not the right words. I'm not an actual hoarder, but I'm a firm one for saying I'll keep that. I'll use that one day. I'll be able that when I'm doing something crafty, that'll come in handy for padding. You know, things like that. And yet, where do you put all this stuff? You know, stuff that will come in handy one day, and you never look at it again. So this for instance, look, bought these in Morrison's a while back, and we bought 6 of them. So in the kitchen, big B is biscuit tea, lots of B's is jam and toast tea, few B's is Earl Grey. But if I was to get another big B, there's no labels on them. I need to get labels, then I could maybe put sugar on it, you know, so that we could have them all, and then we'd know coffee, sugar, jam and toast tea, biscuit tea. But where'd you put stuff like that when it's out of use? Seemed like a good idea at the time, because at the time, you know, we had really awful sugar, tea and coffee pots. They were very, very old and seen better days, and I kept the insides of them because I was going to crochet the outside and make them into storage pots. And have I done it? No, I haven't done it. I'm just so unorganized lately. I'll get there, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this. Did I do? Yes, I did. Here's Johnny. Let's go. Here's Tracy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care, and I'll see you soon. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know. Watch out for the open with me. It will happen this century sometime. Hopefully. Bye for now, everyone.